Hello everyone, and we're back with the chickens of assorted names. Just going to see if we've got some eggs ready to... Oh, we seem to have quite a few eggs. This is much more like it. We've got a chicken sat in here with a dumbfounded expression on her face. But there we go.
She can't believe you invaded her territory.
Yeah, well, quite possibly. So we've done exactly what we said we were going to do. We collected some grass. We didn't quite get the bucha filled up, but we did give the cows something to chew on. We've sped up time, and we now have a massive field of canola to harvest. So we're probably back to what we have been doing in previous episodes of kind of getting about halfway through, swapping jobs and doing that wonderful stuff. Ooh, there we go. So Hitman's going to go and get the tippers, and yeah, we're going to go and test the different mod Clayson out, and see what we get out of it. So not quite sure what that's going to look like. Did we decide if we... It doesn't really matter what we do, because we're not going to be having any straw on this, so it doesn't matter if we go round and round or up and down. Any preference, Hitman?
Well, it doesn't matter to me, whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay. Well, I think the round, the up and down is cleaner, but the round and round just means you then kind of start missing edges and then going back and tidying up and stuff. Not that we don't do that anyways, but... Well, I do that anyways.
So the green beast is having a hard time even pulling these two tippers, so I might have to switch to one.
Alright, I think the D80 was probably the better one for that, wasn't it? So,
I'm not sure.
So let's kind of go. We're going to do some in-cab view kind of harvesting, just because I don't think we've necessarily done that too much. So,
oh, it's the D80 I'm in now.
Ah.
The green beast hauling all these green trailers.
Ah, yes. So you left Sammy behind.
You're gonna have to put the pipe out, it doesn't work by osmosis.
Does it not? I was gonna kind of ask for a bit of Stockerglow's special Thumbcraft magic just to do it, because I thought that would have been available. I mean, surely.
I'm sorry, we're all out of that.
Yeah, well, spoil sport. You're always spoiling my fun. So I am going to kind of go up the side here, I think. At least for this pass. So... Oh, is this part of the Clayson mod? I've actually got a fill level showing up on the side of the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it's part of the inspector mod, because I've hidden the inspector mod.
I've never seen that before, so it's part of that Clayson mod. Watch out with your pipe on the tree.
Yeah, we frequently have that problem of pipe against a tree. So yeah, it does... It's literally just above... well, just above. It's literally a little bit below the time up on the right-hand side.
Yep, I see it too.
Oh, you see it too? Ah, excellent. I didn't know if it was just me, so obviously it's...
Watch your pipe.
I'm guessing that means that what they've done is that this version of the Clayson is obviously got some multiplayer elements to it, so... I'm guessing perhaps it was designed to function in this way.
Well, I'm not sure if it's multiplayer or if it's just set up that way, so you know your hired worker, how much is in the machine. I don't know.
Yeah, that's another possibility. So
Maybe we should just grab another one and hire it, and I can go between the two. But no, this is more fun.
well, we could do that. I mean, I think possibly once we start to get beyond this harvest and we've spent all of the initial capital and we're now starting to be on our own kind of rolling funds, I think it would be acceptable that we'd start to hire workers. I mean, we haven't done it before because we've been kind of in that stage of kind of, well, we're going to do the work manually, we're going to do it ourselves, which is fine. But I think we're now at the stage where the farm's grown sufficiently. I think we're setting up the cows, and I can see us soon potentially buying additional fields.
I like how the way the grain is coming under that pipe, instead of going straight down like it does on most of the harvesters, it kind of goes on an angle.
Alright. I will obviously get to see that. Oh yeah, so it's, yeah. It takes into account the momentum of, yeah. That's pretty cool.
The little things that amuse me.
Well, I wasn't going to mention it, but, you know, we kind of noticed. So...
Like going crazy over that,
oh.
Watch out for that tree, George.
Yeah. I thought I'd gotten around it. Clearly not.
With the cedar, with the hand crank, I went on about that a few times. I know Dur did as well. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is. I think for most things, and I think it's for most things in life, and not just necessarily game mods and things like that. It's the small details that really, really make the difference. So, right. So I'm gonna stop here, and I'm gonna kind of.
Okay, I'm gonna go get rid of one of these tippers, so I'll be right back. Plus, I'm down to 9 liters of fuel, so I have to refuel.
If you get rid of one of those tippers, and you're going to be the one reattaching them in convoy again.
Yeah, it's no problem.
So, but with that, when we're harvesting, there's no reason to have two really. It's only when we're moving grain, I think.
Yep.
So yeah, so I'll bumble along in the field by myself. I could stop and have a sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as there's no kind of creepers or anything about coming in to kind of disrupt me. Little tinkers. So, but yeah, so I think whilst this version of the Clayson doesn't have as wide a head, it's a good one, and we have tested to make sure that we don't get the same issues with loading the game and not seeing other vehicles, which we don't. So yeah, we've now got chickens and cows.
Oh, in one of our previous videos, someone mentioned we should get the gravity tipper.
Oh yes. Is there a benefit to that, or?
It'll be smaller than this one, so I don't know. We might, once we get some more cash, we could give it a try, maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can give different things a go. I mean, that's the whole point of what we're doing. Is we might be doing the same thing over and over again, but we're trying to use different equipment, and we're trying to say different things and derp slightly differently.
Speaking of which, when you get down to the end here, maybe cut the corner a bit, just to make it so you can keep going around in a circle.
Yeah.
Then you can just clean up a little bit.
Yeah, can do.
And go the other way around so I can unload it.
Well, yeah, that wasn't. That's kind of an easy one to figure out. You make it sound like I'm stupid, Hitman. Honestly.
Well, you are going the wrong way.
No, I'm not going the wrong way. I'm going the right way if I was going up and down the field.
You're going the unright way.
Let's not turn this into a discussion over kind of driving directions, because
Well, just so you know, most of the world drives on the right.
yeah, well, and
But we're all wrong.
yeah, well,
With that said, need the pipe out.
yeah, well, because I'm in cab view, unless I actually turn around, I can't see where it is. But it's all good. So yeah, so I think what we'll probably do is we will pause the recording there for a bit, and when we're ready for me to kind of start menacing the combine by driving the tipper, we'll be back and do some more. So see you shortly. So we came up with a better idea rather than just kind of swapping jobs. So you can see Hitman's over there, he's unloading the Fahr, so he went and got that one, and he's been following me around. So I'm just going to flip out of cab view so that we can actually see what's going on. And aha. What we have also discovered, I think, is well, now that the Fahr's on the field, we have got a red vehicle. So the possibility for derp has increased, but we're also quite pleased with how quickly and well the Clayson is cornering. So I'm not inclined to kind of swap with you there, Hitman, and give up what is a very good machine.
Well, that's okay. That's the penance I get for not recording.
Well, this is true, but I mean, you and I have discussed quite a few times about whether or not you would record, and there are technical difficulties that would make it really, I think, to use a DAS word, quite obnoxious for you to do that because of upload speeds and things, and it's almost promising more than you can bring to the table.
Deliver.
Yeah. So this is what we're talking about when we're cornering the cornering the 90-degree corner. It works very well, actually. So I don't think the Fahr corners anywhere near that well, does it? So I'm guessing you're probably...
Nope. No, I have to take it pretty shallow on that corner as far as not taking a big cut out of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll miss the outside.
Yeah.
And I'm also not taking a full wide swath here. We'll need tippers on both sides of the field. Oh, well, I suppose I could just do that.
You could do that. I mean, I did kind of look back, and at exactly at the same time you were explaining the fact that you were not taking a big swath, I was looking at you not taking a big swath. So that was
Slacking.
Yeah, well, what else is new? But obviously,
that was cold.
well,
I'm
yeah,
getting the board with the nail in it.
yeah, well,
Getting a little uppity.
all right, it's like that, is it? So so we just, yeah. I need to be cold because I'm warm, basically. Oh, so this is the little bit that you said that you missed on the way around.
I'm gonna grab it right now, and then I'm gonna get out of this and grab another tractor
and put another tipper on the other side. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And probably empty that one. I'm not sure how full it is.
Yeah, that's an excellent question. Without having someone in the vehicle, it's very difficult to say.
55.
I hadn't realised that. I'm just looking at a side view of this Clayson, and you can actually see all of the wheels with the belts and whatnot all moving along. The part that would be You've also got the bit that would rotate the... Oh, I've missed a bit as well now, so we're even. The one that be kind of not rotating, but sliding the cutter is there. Like you say, the details are there, but it's not a particularly high res, but it's certainly sufficient to be quite a good mod.
Well, they've got the mechanical stuff there, so it's just a matter of cleaning up the textures.
Yeah, and it works. So there we go. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is pause there for a second. Well, as in pause there and unload, not pause the video for the minute. So this is what we're doing. So did you tab into that tractor to see how much was...
No, I moved the other tractor over with the tipper, so now you can unload on the other side too if you need to.
I'm just having fun with the falling grain by going backwards and forwards. Yeah. Yeah, well, fortunately with the Clayson I could probably actually go 1.5 times around easily before needing to unload.
Yep, well, go for it.
So... And I'm guessing you're probably not in sync with me now, because you'll be on the other side of the field.
That's okay, I'll hook up here in a bit. For now, I'm gonna reposition that tractor into Fahr and unload this one.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I see where you are. Well, I see where the Fahr is, so... So is this like a time trial? You've got a countdown for until I get up behind the Fahr to go away and empty the tipper and...
That's what I'm gonna try and do, yeah. I still have to unload this one first. And the Fahr takes a little bit longer to unload.
Yes, it doesn't seem to dump its grain quite so quickly. So... But... It does the job. It's better than just having the Clayson. Just.
We look like we're trying to be efficient.
Yeah, well...
With the tools we have, which is just how the farmers would have done it.
Exactly, I mean, you do what you have to do. I mean, it was... I think it was a comment on one of the videos that someone did say, well, why don't you just use 2 harvesters? And at that point we were trying to kind of say, well, we were trying to be efficient and trying to make sure that we kind of are working the best that we can, and there's things constantly flowing. And so we're adapting that. We're listening and adapting as best we can.
Well, yeah, it's kind of pointless for me to be driving along unloading that when you can do, you know, go 1.5 times around. What am I doing the rest of the time?
Exactly.
You'd be harvesting.
Exactly. So,
it was a bit different on the Fahr because it fills so quickly.
Absolutely. So I think having a dedicated tipper driver for the Fahr was absolutely the right decision. With the Clayson, I mean, if we had a couple of these Claysons and we stuck a tipper in one point of the field, we'd probably be doing pretty well. So, which is good. Although I have to laugh at the fact that the little graphic, the sprite for the Clayson is a tractor, and with a front attachment to it. Which I don't know if the other... Does the Fahr display like that?
Yeah, it shows a tractor.
Alright, so it's just obviously the way that the default of it is set up in the game, so it's just... I suppose that's just a weird detail that in the HUD it doesn't actually recognise that you're in a harvester, but I suppose...
No, but you can actually... the mod makers can put ones in there.
Oh yes, I've seen that with Dare's videos with the cat Lexion and stuff like that. you realise you go like half a strip and you're full, and I can go several times around the field. So, but yeah, looks like you successfully got and emptied the. Yep, looks like you got and emptied it. Yep. Well done. So yeah, so this is
Well,
our...
now that we have a tipper on both sides, I can take more of a cut into this.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you've got the advantage that you can use the ES limiter on that Fahr and go quicker, which I can't do on this one at the moment. But the other thing we've got is... Oh, what was that? Yeah, that's pretty much it. There was something else I was going to say, but it wasn't actually kind of related to the mods or anything like that. It was just kind of that this would be, or this should be our second week of having 2 episodes. So hopefully everyone's enjoying that, and assuming you are, then obviously please do put likes on the videos. The videos that have got the most kind of likes are going to be the series on the channel that I'm going to try and focus on that the most as best as possible. And that's really it. So I mean, the co-ops are the ones that are getting 2 episodes a week, and that seems reasonable.
Or some of our earlier episodes are up 800 views or 1,800 views.
Yeah, well,
Pretty impressed by that.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a comment. I think it came in a few days ago in terms of when we're recording this, and we'd obviously put the comments on one of the old videos saying, if we get 50 likes, then we will we will start recording 2 episodes a week. Now we've started doing that. Oh, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's good. Well spotted. And we did say that we would kind of start that, so we've started doing it, and yeah, so it ties in nicely, because that comment was that, oh yeah, just one more like, and you've hit the magic number. So, like I say, thank you to you guys for putting those likes on, and for supporting the series and the channel. And like I say, we're here for your enjoyment as much as our own. We, as I've said for some time, the channel is about enjoying the games that we all communally enjoy playing. So that's why I do things like the multiplayer games that we have with the live streams, and the co-ops with Hitman, obviously with Das Tebras and Essentia. It's all just to kind of everyone have fun together, get along, and yeah, just enjoy yourself. That's the best thing that we can do in life. So hopefully that makes sense. So I think we're probably going to get on for pausing the video again until we're kind of pretty much done and ready to sell our crop, I guess.
Yeah, we can show a bit more of our harvesting together here near the end.
Yeah, so when we're kind of nearly finished and we're kind of almost running the harvesters into each other, we'll be back, and then from there we can kind of have a look and see if we're going to sell the crop, or what we need to do to kind of take our next steps in this world. So yeah, see you shortly. Okay, so we are most of the way through the field now. We're starting to get to the stage where there's a great possibility of derping and running into each other, because there's not much left now, and Hitman keeps kind of zooming around the field, and the Clayson just plods along happily, doesn't need to be emptied too often, and so on and so forth. And I think we've both kind of adopted the left turn technique of the corners.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to walk when we're done this.
Sorry?
It's going to be tough to walk when we're done this.
Well,
keep making left turns.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. I'm planning to just kind of crawl and yeah, just crawl somewhere and go sleep, I think, because it's a hard day's work. Especially in this old Clayson. But it's good. I'm not giving it up because it's got the much higher grain capacity. So, oh, you're off again to empty. I say again. There's plenty of time. So how much have we actually... I wonder how much we've actually collected, but I think we'll probably...
Fair amount, I don't know. I guess we'll know soon enough.
Yeah. Well, we can probably both take the... both jump in the tippers once we're done here. Go and empty them, see how much we've got, and I'm guessing that'll probably be it for this episode. Because we can probably sell at the beginning of next episode if we need to buy anything. Would be my thought. I don't think we need to sell it straight away. We did have...
Yeah, we always need to buy stuff.
You always need to buy stuff.
I need new shoes.
You need new shoes. Well, guess what? There's cows. Go get some leather. Or you can wear horseshoes. So, you see, barreling down at me, waving a 2x4. So, honking his horn like some kind of roadhog. I mean, jeez. Do you guys see this jerk?
Hey, I'm driving a red combine. What do you expect?
Yeah, we expect red combine behavior, don't we? So, yeah. So, oh, we're so nearly done. Are we gonna crash? Are we gonna crash? No. Good.
No,
Well
we're
done.
pros.
I don't
Sorry,
know about
folks,
that.
we're just too good.
Pros, as in Prose, as in
No,
the
I didn't.
as in
I'm
the
not
written
telling
word.
the
Oh, sorry. I just have to. I have to use words and manipulate them. It's just far more fun for me. So I'm guessing if you're gonna empty at that tipper, I'll go and empty at the tipper that you've parked under the trees, just to try and see if I can dirt.
Good luck with that. Here,
Yeah,
I'll empty your harvester in this one.
that's all good. Right, so I now get to run across the way, so let's just turn that off, run over here, run, not walk. Just remember, if you're still in school, that's walk, don't run.
But when you're farming, it's run, don't walk.
Yeah, well, especially when you've got Hitman with a 2x4.
If your hands are in your pockets, you're not working. My first job, that's one of the roles. I worked at a grocery store, and
Alright.
the boss said, if your hands are in your pockets, you're not working hard enough.
Yeah, I can understand that.
To this day, I don't use my pockets to put keys in.
Yeah, well, that works too, so... Right, I'm on my way. Come on. Sammy. I have to look at the tractor to figure out which one I'm in. Oh. So, and then
So do you want me to put the tipper over here so you can hook them up?
that's your job. You unhooked him. I made it perfectly clear. You unhook him, you can hook him back up again. So it looks like we've got a good... Yeah. Got a good crop there. 56,000. So...
That was a good haul.
Yeah. So does that mean you want the tipper now? You want me to disconnect and you're going to
Sure.
take it, or...? There you go. Have at it. Just going to see since we watched me hooking them up, we'll watch you hooking them up, Hitman.
So I guess we have about probably $72,000 worth of canola there at current price.
Okay, that's pretty good. So that would take us up to around about 90 grand. So
So you're gonna record me backing into this?
yep, absolutely. As soon as I get my front weight reattached, because I just pressed the button. So I've derped, so now you can adequately derp.
It's my turn. My turn.
Yep, it's your turn. We have a nice wide open screen of watching you. But you're...
I'm sorry. Did you imply this might be difficult?
I didn't imply it might be difficult.
Circling the wagons. Yeah, you want me to hook on the other two? That might be difficult.
Yeah, I don't think we need that much of a grain train. We haven't got anything anywhere near powerful enough to pull all of that. So I'm
I
thinking...
don't think I could back this up. I'm not even gonna try. This could take an hour. Actually, I could probably do it, but I'm not going to.
Okay, well, I think we can probably call it there. We're going to put the equipment away and call it a night. Well, call it an afternoon. Go and sip some lemonade somewhere, I think. And yeah, so until next time, take care, folks.
I'll see you later.